you guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Let me start this video off by saying how sorry I am for being MIA for the past month and a half. I know I only have like 30 subscribers, but I feel like I owe that to those 30 subscribers to be like on top of my game. But summers suck for me. Well, they're good and they're bad because with my business, that's when I get, I guess, most of my business is in the summer because I shoot weddings and stuff. So luckily for me and everyone around me, I guess, I'm just starting to go into my down season for photography. So I've been catching up with friends and I thought, why not make a YouTube video for those 30 people in my life that actually subscribe and watch my videos. And so this is for you 30 people, and I hope you guys enjoy this, because it is a video about me, and honestly, people who know me know that I am just embarrassing to the T. Like, every single thing I do just, like, ends up being embarrassing. So this video is basically just describing who I am, for those of you who maybe don't know me. And these stories I'm going to tell you, there's only a couple of them, because honestly, there's some I have not even shared with my closest friends, because why do I need to share those with people, I guess. So yeah, enjoy this video, and if you don't, I'm sorry, and maybe next time I'll have more embarrassing stories to tell, but for this time, this is it, so I'm sorry. And I know you're probably wondering, Danielle, what the hell are you doing in the backseat of your car? If you only knew the amount of money I have put into this goddamn car over the past few months, it better be showcased in at least 98% of my YouTube videos, alright? Now back to the video. So when I say embarrassing, I do not mean that one time I laughed so hard I spat milk through my nose. No. I'm talking one time I went for a walk and a squirrel attacked me. I was 5 and I had no idea what was happening, but it bit me here and I do have a scar. I don't know if you can see it, but it's right there for it hanging off my frigging arm. And I'm pretty sure, don't quote me on this, but I'm pretty sure that I had to go to the hospital and get a tetanus shot. But don't quote me on that because honestly, I was 5, I don't remember. All I remember is this, and my sister remembers it, and it was traumatizing for the both of us, alright? So let's start this actually off by saying that my life has been a series of unfortunate events that have led me up to who I am today, and for that I am forever thankful. But this part right here, I do not know what the hell that my brain was thinking. So let's start off with crushes. First and second crushes. So my second crush when I was pretty young, but I mean old enough to know better, was Tino Tonatini from The Weekenders. I do not know why that I chose him to be my second crush, but my first crush, and this one I do not condone, regardless of what you think, I do not condone this, was Tramp from The Lady in the Tramp. My first crush was a fucking dog. And I am forever jealous of those people that can say that their first crush was a human, even their second crush was a human. Mine were both fictional characters and one was a dog. So, if that doesn't explain my life to you guys, then I don't really know what will. And this one, now that I'm thinking about it, kind of relates to the first topic, so I'm going to say that one now. So growing up, I had a dog, and this is not where you think it's going, but growing up, I had a dog, and my mom would always buy him treats. And one time she got him Scooby snacks, and me being the poor little helpless human that I am, slash was, slash still am, I decided to try them one time, and I was hooked. And I know that a lot of kids have, like, weird eating habits growing up where they're like, oh my god, pizza, 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 or like, crackers, crackers, like, I need that stuff right now. That was me with dog treats. And, like, my mom would get, like, bacon strips and, like, pepperoni, and, like, Scooby snacks were by far my favorite because they were so crunchy. And we're gonna stop this now before I get hungry. So, skipping forward a few years to summer camps. So, I would literally never be caught dead at a summer camp that was overnight. So when I was younger, my mom and I came to a happy medium that I'd go to daytime camps. And they normally didn't last longer than a week to 2 weeks, so I would just go into like multiple ones because not a lot of them have like month-long daytime camps for like 11-year-olds. So she enrolled me into, wait for it, Magic Camp. Magic Camp. And I'm telling you, those were the most intense 2 weeks of my entire life. Okay, I've been to college, I've been to high school, and nothing compares to the fact that I learned so much in those short 2 weeks that I will literally have for the rest of my life. I still remember probably about 70% of the things that I learned. And they're basically all card tricks because the other ones I just could not comprehend, and magic sucks sometimes. So yeah, I went to Magic Camp. And those of you who think I'm joking or not serious about the whole Magic Camp thing, honey, you gotta think again, because I swear to God, I got the skills to pay the bills. Alright, now skipping forward a few years to grade 9. So, I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, but in grade 9 yearbooks, like the senior year, for me it's grade 9, for like some places it's grade 10 or grade 8 or whatever. Anyway, so I was a senior in grade 9. So they always get you to do like a little blurb at like underneath your photo and being like, best quote, best memory, things you can't live without. So, me being who I am, under the things I cannot live without, I wrote Call of Duty! Like, what? But no. I wrote Call of Duty and then a wink face. A wink face. Basically being like, hey boys, you like female gamers? Like, I'm a female gamer. In growing up and like looking back at it, I always thought I was a really rebellious kid because of the things I would purposely do to kind of like get rises out of people, which honestly I was kind of a twat. So when I was younger and I moved into my new house, I really did not like my neighbors, and it was like a week or two after, and I did not click with them, and so I decided maybe I should egg their house. So I egged their house, but the part that I left out is that I lived in a duplex, so I egged the house that was attached to my house. So I basically, like, that's on me. So that night I was so concerned and worried that my neighbors would know it was me. I don't know how that they would even think it was me, because they're like, oh, no twat would literally egg, like, the house that's attached to them. No, I was that twat. But anyways, I was so scared that they would find out or catch me and tell my mom that I went outside and I egged my own house. And then I watched my mother clean it up the next day. And looking back, I wasn't rebellious, I was just an asshole. So people who also know me know that I would go to any extent to not go to the doctor or the hospital until I'm literally dying or getting rushed off or unconscious and then end up at the hospital for whatever reason. So one time I had to go get stitches, and it was right here, I think it was this side of my eyebrow. And so I went to the hospital because I literally had no choice, because my father and my mother like grabbed me and brought me there, and I was bleeding everywhere, and they just wanted to make sure everything was cool. Apparently I needed stitches, so I was like hysterically crying, and I was like psychotic in that friggin' poor doctor's office. So they eventually came to the conclusion that if I wanted to, it wasn't like super deep, so I could get it like surgically glued or whatever that's called. So I was literally walking around like this for like a solid 3 to 4 months. Because they did it wrong. And this story is about my sister and I. So we were the dynamic duo for getting into shit. And we never really got along, so we would purposely do things to each other to like hurt each other's feelings or piss one another off. So we were being nice one time and we played airplane, so I thought she was being nice. So we were playing airplane, and I don't know if you know what that is, but it's basically where like the person lays on the ground and picks up the other person, probably smaller than you, and you pretend that you're an airplane. So I was airplane and she was, I guess, the ground. I don't know what that's called. And so she dropped me, and I lost 3 of my teeth. 3 of my baby teeth. Thank God. But 3 of my baby teeth, and one of them was lodged into her arm, and she still has the scar to prove it. So that was pretty entertaining, and yeah. And on the topic of very embarrassing doctor stories, I'd like to say that this one happened when I was younger, but to be honest, it was like 3 years ago when I was like 19 or 20. And so I was getting my blood pressure taken, like the blood pressure with like the friggin' like balloon consumes your arm and it doesn't hurt, nothing, can't feel like shit. Anyways, and I passed out. And I woke up to the doctor holding my legs up in the air, and all that I said and all that came out of my mouth was, "What are you doing in my bedroom?" And then I snapped out of it, and I was so confused what just happened, because apparently I was only down for like 15 seconds, the nurse said, and no, it felt like a full 8 hours of sleep. Okay, and this one happened, I want to say maybe a month and a half to 2 months ago. I kept on getting strep throat, so I kept on going back and forth to the walk-in clinic, but to different walk-in clinics because they kept on giving me the wrong medication. Anyways, so the last time that I had to go, like after that whole strep throat streak that happened for like a month, 2 months maybe, so I was walking out of the clinic, and then the friggin' receptionist, this bitch hands me a sticker. A friggin' sticker. And she goes, "Have a good day, sweetheart." I was like, bitch, I literally gave you my health card 25 friggin' minutes ago. There is no way that you are that stupid to think that I'm 15 or younger. I'm 23 years old, but yeah, I'll take that fucking sticker, why not? So yeah. That is all of the embarrassing stories that I would like to tell you guys today, because honestly this video seems like it's going to be really long, and if I haven't lost you guys already, I know I would if I kept on going. So, yeah, so I'm sorry that this week is like a really calm video, and if calm videos are what you're into, then you should probably unsubscribe. But yeah, thank you guys so much, and I'm looking at you, 30 subscribers. I got you, boo. And yeah, so I'll make a YouTube video the next time I want to make a YouTube video. And next time I have time, which might be in a week or 2. So, yeah, I might make a part 2, but I might not. But I probably will, because honestly, yeah. Okay, bye! Welcome back to my YouTube video channel. Every single day they're embarrassing. But there's a cat getting into my house right now, and I don't know whose cat that is. I might get most of my business for my business. And it sounds like I'm a stripper, but I swear to God I'm not. No. No. Before I go to summer, their legs go on their stomach, or, what? And now, skipping forward. What? Now skipping, yeah, so enjoy this video. Oh, you already watched it. Because what better way? Oh, if I said Bether. Who's Bether? Bether who? What I can't live without. My best friends, my cell phone, and cod, and grilling, talking about the fish. And that summer I also learned how to do this with my tongue. But that was not something that my mom endorsed.